Morrison of Unleashing Your True Self, and I am live today. I am here with Awaken the Healer Within. This is a series that has come to me by Spirit. Spirit actually guided me to create this series, and it's going to be on Mondays and Wednesdays around 12 noon ish. As you can see, it is ish. Hey, thank you for joining me. It is ish, so it's after 12, but somewhere between 12 and 1, I'm coming on Mondays and Wednesdays to talk about awakening the healer within. This is a topic that I am super excited to bring forth because it is so very important to me. Because I know, oh my goodness, I know that there are lots of you out there that would like to hear this, that need to hear this, that want to hear this, that desire to hear this so that you can begin to awaken the healer that is within you. So, what I'm going to talk about today is getting back to the soul of who we are, embracing our divinity. So, let me say that again, getting back to the soul of who we are, embracing our divinity. So, today I asked a question in my group, what is it that you're most proud of? And so there was so many different things that people said that they were proud of, and it was just such an awesome conversation in my writing group because every day in my writing group I do journal prompts. So if that's something that you are interested in writing, combined with spirituality, that group allows me to marry my two loves, my love of writing and my love of spirituality. And so in that group, I do journal prompts pretty much every day during the week, Monday through Friday. And, also do lives as well. I also do trainings in there, trainings on different aspects of writing and also spiritual trainings as well. All right, so that group is called Writing from the Soul, Sharing to Heal. So, today we're talking about getting back to the soul of who we are and embracing our divinity. So, I pulled a card for us this morning, Surrender Your Addictions. Now, I realize that so many people, have negative connotations and they think all kinds of things when I pull this particular card. But this card, Surrender Your Addictions, this card is whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. Now, this card also is near and dear to me because I was addicted to overworking, and as of so many people are. And you can be addicted to any of these things. But today, Spirit is asking you to surrender those addictions, to let that go, to take some time and listen to hear. Actually, set an intention is the first thing. Set an intention to surrender that addiction and let it go. Just shut it out of your life. However, when I say that, I don't want to sound like I'm oversimplifying it because it's not always easy to surrender an addiction because it is an addiction. And so you have to get yourself to a place where you are listening to spirit and you are allowing other people to help you, because sometimes you just can't always do it on your own. That's why people go to treatment centers when they have addiction to drugs or to food or anything pretty much. That's why people go and get help. They go to healers, they go to doctors, they go to naturopaths, they go to all these people in order to get help with these addictions. But Spirit is saying to you, it is time to set the intention to surrender that thing, to let it go. All right, so getting back to the soul of who we are. At our core, when we were younger, we were able to connect to Spirit so easily. Spirit actually works with us when we're younger just because we don't have all the blockages and we don't have all the people telling us that we can't do something, or we didn't see what we thought we saw, or we didn't hear what we thought we heard. We don't have all that when we're young. And so now is the time for us to get back. Hello, thank you for joining. Get back to the soul of who we are and embrace our own divinity. So it's time for us to know who we are in God's eyes, to look at ourselves through the eyes of spirit, God, source, universe, the God of your own understanding. It's time for us to look at ourselves in that way and to begin to embrace all the things, embrace all the things, and begin to see what it is that we need to see and what we need to do in order to get to that place. And what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is begin to open up to the gifts that you already have, the gifts that you have had already, the gifts that are already awakened in you. It's time to dive deep into them and to get to source and spirit and really begin to take ownership of who you are and the divine place that you are living in. It's time for us to do that. That is the key, and that is what we are here to do at this time in history. And this is like such a major time to do this just because of everything that we've been through, because of the pandemic, because of all the things. If you were a person that was able to hear spirit when you were a child, or if you had imaginary friends that spoke to you and you were hella clairaudient when you were a child, it's time to embrace that at this time. It's time to begin to allow yourself to get in a place where you can hear. It's also time to set intentions that that is something that you desire, because that is where we are today. It's time for us to set these intentions and actually come to this place where we allow spirit to work through us. We allow spirit to use us. We step out of ourself and begin to really get in touch with our higher self and begin to understand our true nature. So that is one of the things that I've been tasked to bring forth at this time with this particular series. Is it's time for us to embrace our own divinity and know that God's spirit universe source lives within us. Hey, thank you for joining. And so it really is a time, and this pandemic actually has brought this to the surface where people are actually looking to grow. They're looking to be more fulfilled. They're looking to stand up within who they are and actually know and take their place in this planet to be the healer that they are. Because the thing is, we are all healers. We are all healers. Every single one of us are healers. So it's time to do that thing that's inside of you that's been lying dormant. And so that is one of the reasons why I have been tasked with this particular series at this time, because to be honest with y'all, it was not something that I was wanting to do or desiring to do, but spirit was on me to bring this forth because um I'm at this place where I am being tasked to be a spiritual teacher and a mentor and to help people to step into their divinity and to be able to open up to spirit in ways that maybe they weren't able to do in the past, or maybe they weren't at the place where they could, or maybe they weren't desiring and they weren't able to set the intentions, or they were blocked by religion or by other people, and they were stopped in their tracks in order to be able to fulfill this call that spirit has put out here for us. Because the thing is no matter who it is that you decide to follow, hey, thank you for joining, that you decide to follow, spirit is within each and every one of us. So it's time for us to step up and do the things that we need to do in order to awaken the healer within us. Now, that's not to say that every single one of us desires or wants to be a healer of other people, or that that's something that you do, or you want to start a business, or you want to um, go and be an intuitive healer, or even a naturopath, or any of those other type of healers. It's not to say that that is the call that I am putting out or talking about today, although there are lots of people that are being called to step up into that area, because it is time for this world to awaken, because there's so much shit going on, so much bullshit out here, that it's time for us to step up and be those healers. However, this series is talking about the awakening the healer that is within you, beginning to nourish your gifts, beginning to open up fully to who you are, beginning to recognize that you are a spiritual being having a human experience, and not the other way around. You're a spiritual being having a human experience. And so that's what this particular series is about. And Spirit has not given me a time frame for it. So I'll be doing these for as long as Spirit calls me to do them, as long as I'm supposed to do that, as long as this is where I am at. So Mondays and Wednesdays, 12 noonish, I'll be here. Hey lady, thank you for joining me. So anyway, but it's really time. And so in order to be able to awaken the healer that is within you, you got to begin to grasp things that may look different than the way that you were taught. Maybe you were taught um, in very limiting ways. Maybe you embraced where there was a ceiling on everything that you did and a ceiling on everything that you knew. Or maybe you were raised in a place where God was in a box. Well, it's time to step out of that, and it's time to allow God to be inside of you like He is, and to rule you, and you to reign as the healer that you are for yourself. And this is not even talking about the healers of, people that are put here to help other people, as I am, and as Coach Chrissy is, and as Sandra is, and some of the other people that are on this live with me are, put here to help people to heal in different ways. That's not even the thing. The thing is, there's a healer within you that can help to heal you. So now the place that I am is embracing that particular healer for myself. And as I have been on this healing journey, then Spirit has called me to help other people to heal, because I recognize so many things in other people that I've already been through, or things that I've taken the deep dive into Spirit to be able to heal. Now, can I say that I'm done? No, I'm not done. Healing is a continuous journey. And that is the other piece to this. Just because you've done shadow work, which shadow work is amazing and we should all do it. Just because you've done shadow work, just because you journal, just because you meditate, just because you exercise, just because you do yoga, just because you do whatever it is that you do, doesn't mean that that is the only thing that you need to do. It's not the only thing. There are other things that need to be done. Other things, other things, in order to be able to awaken the healer that is within you. So, some of the things that you need to do is you need to embrace all of who you are. Embrace all of you, every single piece of you. We are never done, Sandra said. That's why I'm here in Mexico detoxing, to come back and do more work. Exactly. And that is the most interesting thing that she just said, because traveling is another thing that helps you to be able to heal. And just like she said, to detox and be able to step more into it, and be able to just create that healer within yourself. And so, in order to be able to do that, and just to continue on this journey, because it is a journey. It's not, I don't really believe it's a destination. I believe that it is a continuous journey that we have to do. So as we continually journey, and as we continue to just step into this place, for one, we need to definitely get grounded and stay grounded. Now, for me, sometimes that is difficult. And I can say that out here to the world, to the planet, that it is difficult because I love to leave my body. And I know this about myself. For me, it was a coping mechanism because if I was dealing with some stuff and I just couldn't deal with it, I would just leave my body. And I've been doing that since I was a child, but I did not recognize that that's what I was doing until I began to study, and really began to awaken the healer that is within me. And so as I began to study, then I realized that I have to consciously focus and stay grounded. I really do, because I will leave this place. And I believe that it's because I'm not from here originally. And those of you that know what I'm talking about. I'm not from here. I can't be. And so I'll leave my body. So one of the things that I'm recommending that you do is that you ground. Find a grounding practice that works for you. For me, I'm a water baby. I'm a water sign, and I think my moon is even in Pisces. So I'm, water all around. So I have to, I love to be around water. Water is my thing. Matter of fact, I just had an amazing bath just now. And that was just so freeing for me. And that is something that helps me to stay grounded, is to go near water or go in the water or just be by the water. Water is a thing. When I was a child, I had this thing where, because I lived close to the beach, I'm from where the beach is. And I had this thing where I believed that God lived at the beach. I just did. I believed that God lived there near the beach. So if I could get to the beach, I felt like, I was close to God. And it sounds really silly now, but that's how I believed when I was a child, because I felt like God spoke to me at the beach. And it was just amazing, the feeling that I got from the ocean. And I still feel that way today. And so that is one of the practices that I use to help me ground. And if I can't get to the water, I take a good bath. I put some Epsom salt and some oils, and I take a good bath. And that is so grounding for me. However, that is one of the things that you definitely have to do when you are awakening the healer within, is make sure that you are grounded. And another thing that you need to do is make sure that you are setting intentions. Sure that you are setting intentions. You're setting intentions for whatever it is that you desire. Because there are times when, we just don't always know exactly what we want. But when we take a few minutes and set intentions and just begin to recognize that, we have desires and the things that we want. And so I have taken want out of my vocabulary and I have replaced it with desire. Desire. So as you begin to step into your divinity and you begin to embrace, get back to the soul of who we are, which is so profound, y'all. It's so profound. Get back to the soul of who we are. You know, connect with our heart. Connect with what we desire. Connect with what God is calling us to do. There are so many people out here in this planet, and I know I'm talking to a few of them now, who have desires to do something in this planet to help it, to help people, to help the planet. There are people that desire to help the earth because God knows the earth needs help. And then there are people that are called to help the people. There are people that are called to help the spirit. So you have to connect and find out who you are and what it is that you are supposed to do. And as you awaken the healer within, it will begin to show up in your awareness. It'll begin to come. The breadcrumbs you'll begin to see the breadcrumbs because they're already dropped, y'all. A lot of times we just don't see them. They're there. We just don't see them. So begin to take these steps and just begin to get quiet before God, before spirit, before source, before universe. Get quiet and begin to connect. Connect to your spirit, your higher self, connect to your angels, connect to the archangels, to the ancestors, to the ascended masters. Begin to connect and begin to know that that you have everything that you need inside of you. You have everything that you need inside of you. And so that is an essential part of awakening the healer within. That's an essential part. And it is so profound to see people when they begin to open up to spirit. And so this is one of the things that inspired me to create my spiritual clair gift class. And it is a little class that I created just to introduce you and help you to understand the spiritual gifts, the four main ones, and then I think there are a couple. Well, there's way more than that, but there's a couple more that I introduced that are not so common. But the four common ones: claircognizance, clairaudience, um, clairvoyance, and clairsentience. And so those are some of the gifts that all of us possess. Some of us have ones that are more highly developed just because we've been using them longer, but then there are other ones that we have, but it's time for us to develop them, and it's time for us to recognize them, because a lot of times you just know how you are. You don't know, that you have these gifts. You don't really know. You might not know what they are even. You don't know a lot of times how to develop them. And so that is something that I am doing, is helping you to step into your own divinity and develop your clair gifts, your spiritual gifts, so that you can begin to use them in your everyday life, and not just, running around here trying to be, an intuitive or a psychic or a medium or whatever. No, you can use those things in your job. If you are a nurse, you can use them. If you're a doctor, you can use them. If you're a lawyer, you can use them. If you work in corrections, you can use them. If you're a police officer, you can use them. If you're a TV star, you can use them. You get what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down? So you can use them in everyday life. However, that is key in awakening the healer within, is embracing and knowing that you have these gifts. All right. So what I want to do right now, I'm going to not be before you much longer, but what I want to do right now is just to bring you to just a short meditation. So if you're driving, come back and watch it. It's going to be just a few minutes. I just wanted to just introduce you to um, a connection meditation, just a little short meditation. All right. So if you are not driving, feel free to join me. If you are driving, or if you're operating heavy machinery or otherwise occupied, you might want to come back and watch it on a replay. So right now, I want you to join me right now. We're going to just take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. I'm going to count it off. We're going to do it to the count of 4. In through the nose at 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I want you to close your eyes and get comfortable, relax. You can sit down, you can lie down, however it works for you. But just be comfortable so that you're not thinking about that. So we're going to get comfortable and relax, and just continue to connect with the breath. Breathe in. 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. So just continue to connect with the breath. And I want you to see, feel, or imagine a bright light coming down from the heavens all the way through your crown, through your third eye, through your throat, into your heart chakra. And I want you to allow it to rest there and feel the expansion in your heart. Breathe. And I want you to take that light down into your solar plexus and your sacral chakra, into your root chakra, all the way down your legs, into your feet. And I want you to allow that to go down, down, down into the earth, all the way to the heart of Mother Earth or Gaia. And I want you to anchor it there. I want you to feel that connection between the heart of Mother Earth, your heart. And then I want you to take that connection from your heart all the way up. And I want you to take it all the way up, 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 up. All the way up through the heavens to the heart of Christ consciousness. And I want you to anchor it there. Breathe. And then I want you to feel that connection from the heart of Christ consciousness to your heart, to the heart of Mother Earth. I want you to just feel that just for a moment. And I want you to breathe. And then I want you to travel down this grounding cord all the way from the heart of Christ consciousness, all the way through all the chakras, all the way to through your legs and your feet, through your Earth Star chakra, all the way into the heart of Mother Earth. And I want you to feel that grounded right now. I want you to take a deep breath. And then I want you to open your eyes. When you're ready. All right, so that was just a little short meditation, just a grounding meditation. And you can do a meditation just like that. You can do it while you're sitting at your desk. If you're feeling out of sorts, ungrounded, you can do it while you're sitting at your desk. I do. You can do it while you're sitting in your car, not driving. While you're stressed, you have a stressful day and you go outside to take a break, you sitting in your car, you can do it then. You can do it while you're at your house. Kids stressing you out, go in the bathroom. Lock the door and say, Mommy needs a break. Mommy has to go to the bathroom. And you do just that little short grounding meditation just to help you to stay grounded, to help you to be in your body, to help you to move past all the nonsense and all the bullshit. We know we all go through that. We all go through it. That was just a little short meditation to help you with that. All right, so I also have some meditations as well on YouTube, and I also have a meditation, um, I think, on my page as well on Facebook. So you can also get some of those, and I'm also in the midst of creating some more because I realize that people need those, and generally mine are. I try to create them about 15 minutes or less, so it's just enough time for you to be able to connect. So again, thank you for joining me. I appreciate all of you for joining me for Awaken the Healer Within. It's been fabulous. I have enjoyed it, and I hope that you have. Those of you that are catching the replay, thank you so much for watching. Again, make sure that you are inviting your friends, people that you know need to hear these messages that Spirit is giving me. And I must tell y'all, this stuff is straight from Spirit. I think I have like a little note like this. I don't even have notes, y'all. Spirit has given me this task, and each and every time I come on here to do it, Spirit drops this into me to tell me what it is that I need to share. So again, Thank y'all for joining me. And if you guys would like to have that spiritual gifts masterclass on Instagram, the link is in the bio. It's in the link tree, and it's the Coursecraft Spiritual Claire Gifts link. And on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter, it'll be on your it'll be on the screen, and it'll also be I guess in the comments or whatever on whatever platform you are watching it on. So again, thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate it. I'll be back again on Wednesday, 12 noonish. If you would like to reach out to me, if you enjoyed this, I would love to get comments. Let me know if you enjoyed it. If you have questions, or if you would like to have a private session with me, because I do offer those. There are a few that I have. One is a remote session. It is an angel intuitive with affirmations, and it will come to your email or messenger, and it'll bring you a channel message, including your crystal card as well as a surrender. And you'll get channel messages, and you'll get what guides showed up for you in that message, and it'll all be on your email or messenger, so you can have unlimited viewing. So if that's something that you're interested in. And then I also have healing sessions, which are whatever you need. So again, thank you so much for joining me, and you can connect with me on whatever platform you are watching me on: Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. And I'm also on LinkedIn too. So you guys can connect with me all over social media. So, again, thank you for joining. And if you are changing the planet and you would like to come on my show, please send me a message, and I will send you the link to schedule, because I am interviewing change makers, and it's been fire. I've got so many people that are coming. I think I got 3 interviews tomorrow. So if that's something that you are looking for, I just interviewed Coach Chrissy, which was phenomenal. If you haven't caught that, make sure that you do that. Go on YouTube or Anchor. I'm on YouTube, Anchor, Apple, Google, Breaker Radio, a whole bunch of different platforms. So you can find Straight Out of Savannah Talking with Tammy almost everywhere across social media. So again, thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I'll be back again on Wednesday. Thank you for joining. Bye now.